Hello, welcome to LearnSocialSecurity.com. Today we're going to do a brief introduction of what exactly Social Security is and how it's funded. Typically you'll hear Social Security referred to as OASDI, and that stands for Old Age Survivors Disability Insurance. And those are the three circumstances in which somebody can become eligible for benefits. Old age, people can become eligible for Social Security at age 62 if they've worked enough in their life or if their spouse has worked enough in their life, but we'll get into more about that later. Also, surviving spouses can be eligible for benefits, and people that are disabled can be eligible for benefits. And let's talk about how the system is funded a little bit. Tax dollars fund the program. It is called FICA tax. Every employer and employee has to pay FICA tax for each employee. So let's say I made $100,000 a year. I would pay 6.2% myself, and my employer would also pay 6.2% of my $100,000, and that would be the FICA tax. It funds the system first by funding current benefits today. Social Security is a pay-as-you-go system, so that means the money coming in to fund the system today is going right out and is going into the checks for people that are eligible for benefits today. Okay, and if there's any surplus, if there's any money left over, that money would go into the OASDI Trust Fund. That way there can be benefits available for people that are eligible when there are not enough people paying FICA tax into the system. So the OASDI Trust Fund is very important. It's the reserves for future Social Security benefits. And that is how the system is funded. Let's go in here and talk about kind of a different scenario that we are beginning to run into now that we have more people paying or collecting Social Security benefits. You know, we have a lot of baby boomers in our population that are about to retire, and they're all going to be wanting to collect their Social Security, and there are not going to be enough people down here to pay into the system to pay all the baby boomers benefits. So luckily we have the surplus funds in the OASDI Trust Fund that can contribute to these benefits. You know, eventually the OASDI Trust Fund could become depleted. It's kind of estimated somewhere around 2033 at this point, but it could change as the system changes. You know, there's always ideas for possible reform in the news, and we'll get into more about that later. But I just wanted to give you a good idea of different ways that Social Security is funded now and could be funded in the future. Thanks for tuning in.